dark and dark elevation and stuff like that. Can you talk a little bit about what this moment tonight was like for you in the ring with her on this kind of a stage on AEW pay-per-view? Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is the first time me and Abaddon have ever wrestled one-on-one. So it's really cool to see two people that have been parallel in the Jacksonville days to now, to finally getting to wrestle each other. And it was great. We beat the crap out of each other, so it was fun. Thank you.
A couple more for Julia.
Steve Fall again from Wrestling is Co. Question for both of you. The women's division is expanding, obviously growing, tag team championships. In the future, Tony?
Something I think would be great. We've shown we can expand our programming, and certainly there's been some of the best, I think, matches and some of the most exciting rivalries we've ever had in the women's division just in recent weeks and months. And Julia Hart, as the TBS champion, has been at the epicenter of that, a huge, huge part of it. So absolutely, I think that would be tremendous, and it's something I'm very open to doing. I think it would be great. There's a lot of great tandems, some that are active right now that could be great for that, and there's also some that haven't teamed in a while that could be great for that. People that could become, absolutely. That's or a lot of other examples. Sure, that's a fine picture, so that I do think there's a lot of great opportunities there, and it's something certainly that, to keep an eye on.
Carlos Montosa, Flex Sessions. Congratulations. Being the youngest to ever do this championship and having those goals that you won at Wembley, how do you see and how do you prepare yourself to be able to go into the ring with more experienced wrestlers and go toe-to-toe with them, and at the end of the day, end up with the victory?
Well, I can tell you, I watch every single one of their matches before I step in the ring with them, study them, figure out what I can get the advantage on. I think that's probably my biggest tactic, is just trying to watch every single match I can find of that person just to know what they do.
Hey Julia, great match with Bleacher Report. Just talking about the aforementioned criticisms of the women's division this past year and the improvement in other areas that can be improved upon, stuff like that. As a champion, going into a match like this on pay-per-view, like hearing the criticisms from fans on social media, stuff like that, is that something for you personally that you take to heart and want to go out there and have a better match, or is it something that you don't really involve yourself with specifically?
When it comes to the internet, it's different because at the end of the day, the only person's opinion that matters is Tony and myself. So whatever, the internet's always going to have an opinion on you. It's going to be negative, it's going to be positive, and they can think whatever they want, because I also remember being a fan and I thought I knew everything as well. And not a fan doesn't know everything, but I do know Tony's my boss, and I'm going to, he says I do a good job, I believe him. If I tell myself I do a good job, that's all that matters. And the fans, they can say whatever they want. So
You're doing great, and I think that's one thing we unanimously, the fans and me, and hopefully you two, we all can agree on, is you're doing a fantastic job. You're a great champion.
thank you.
How about any other questions? That was pretty natural applause break, but any other great questions for the champion? These have been great questions for Julia.
Thanks, Julia.
Thank you very much, champ.